Hello, YouTube. Today is a doubleheader. The first match of two is first place versus second place in the tournament. Steelaxe Mafia at home will take on the Baguettes away. The only team to ever beat the Baguettes is the Steelaxe Mafia. Handed them a loss in just over an hour. So Steelaxe, the way it shakes out is Steelaxe Mafia is 6-1, or sorry, 6-2 on the year. Baguettes is 6-1. Steelaxe proper is beat Steelaxe Mafia. Steelaxe Mafia beat the Baguettes. Baguettes beat Steelaxe. So Baguettes are looking for a little bit of payback. However, this time Mafia is at home, so they get to choose the map side and the starting pack and the map. So looking forward to that. Right after that, Mystic, Clutch Pipe, and C4 will take the field as soon as that match is over. My partner JD and I will get to the field here in just a second.
So, does anybody need a recap at all? We doing this or not?
!BBChampions.org for all the information. But we're going to start. I don't think we have time. We're going to start the sequence here in just a second. FireRaiser just started the script, so map is going to reset here in just a second.
We still got people that got to pick big teams, and Clown's got to set up his timer, and
timer's ready.
Let's join the game.
He's not playing. Timer's ready to go.
Well, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm always like that. We're doing biter battles. Myself and Clowntown, we've got the important jobs, and that is to sit on the central island at map view with our dicks hanging out, shooting the shit, and call the match.
It's very close to. It's a little bit more than that, but not much. It's a little bit more than that. He's not playing. Still,
I'm pretty sure that covers it entirely.
Yeah.
So we got two teams, north versus south. Maps are identical. Both teams' objective is to get as many science packs as possible and either feed them in the labs to upgrade their technology to take out biters better, or take the science packs, shove them in a GUI up the top left-hand corner to force the other team's biters' evolution and threat up. Both teams have to protect their silo. The home team, being the not Baguettes,
Mafia,
gets to choose. So there's some rules there. Yep, we clicked OK. Gets to pick the starting pack. So we got 4 different types of starting packs. Pause the stream if you want to see it. Oh, you can't do that on Twitch. Bad luck. They get to pick which pack they're going to start with. Sort of just boost us through early game. And they also get to pick one of the maps. We get to reroll twice, and they get to pick which map they want to go with. This one has iron.
Whoa.
It has all the iron.
Things that are out of the game are landmines, because of UPS reasons and balance reasons, artillery, and nukes, and landfilling across that lake that is in between us.
No nukes, no artillery,
and pollution.
No landmines.
Biters do
pollution.
not. Yeah, biters do not follow pollution. They follow just the silo. Mixed patch on the left side does not look blocked. Looks like you could sneak through there through that wall.
Yeah, but there's some wall blocking it off. In fact, the wall's pretty solid this time around. We just got the stone and the coal patch, and a decent amount of guns.
They may be struggling for stone. Oddly enough, keep north and science pack.
Wow.
Look at the science pack. Okay.
So science pack is the one we don't see often.
We don't really.
It does have 50 packs. 20
we
labs.
don't see. We see robots even less. I would probably say most rare is robots. Second most rare is science. Usually it's either combat or regular.
Yeah.
All right. So the team Steelaxe Mafia will be represented by Ximoltus, Bumblebeerider, and Wargerr. Cobai is the coach, confirmed, not John Madden. On the south, the Baguettes, Zim, Neuro, and Mega, with EverLord as coach. These are the guys. Those are the Baguettes. Here we go.
You mean the teams can make the biters worse for the other team? Correct.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah, it's interesting. They will do it by some. If you're a player on the others on the field, there's this little menu up in the upper left that can instant consume any science pack you have in your machine or in your inventory, and throws it to the other team's evolution, which is marked here, evolution and threat. So teams will get about 2-3 minutes here to, might be 5 minutes. I forget what the time is, but they can talk over their strategy before they announce that they're ready. So, all right, Ximoltus and everybody, Mafia says they are ready.
5 minutes.
They'll ping the map. They're talking amongst themselves. They're talking about where they're going to put what, etc. But Mafia says they're ready.
So we're going to have power in this gap. We're going to bring the coal from the very edge of the water, guaranteed. We are going to go iron heavy. Stone is definitely going to be an issue. So I don't see military packs being a real big thing. I really see green science.
Yep, 12 turrets.
Blue.
12 turrets, 3 on the silo.
Ammo split for the guns is... Yeah. Oh, there's one there with 16 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
There's a healthy one. 16 rounds.
There's good chunks of wall.
Plenty of wall. Plenty of wall.
Looks like plenty of wall, yeah.
But we both know picking up the wall is slow. You do not want to do it.
Very slow.
Actually, that's the one. We had somebody do robots once.
Ximoltus is saying we're going to go for... He's
They're going to put Burner City on the mix patch.
Yeah, he's saying going for the stone and the coal in there, probably. That's what he's
How
that's what
rich
he's
is
looking.
the mix patch? Twice as much.
Oh.
So it's like 800 per tile compared to the standalone patches are 600 in the middle.
3 to 4, and then yeah, they're twice as rich.
So mix patch is very, very healthy.
Yep.
In fact, the mix patch of just the iron is more than all the iron on the map.
I want to see when they last played.
Ooh, Mafia.
Baguettes last played 2 weeks ago versus the old guard. Mafia
was last week, wasn't it?
played on the so on the 13th. The Baguettes played. The last match from the Mafia was the 9th. So they both have 2-3 weeks old.
Everything should be mirrored correct.
Looks like everybody's played in January.
Race to splitters? No, we won't see splitters. You'll see the occasional filter splitter, but most teams now have a garbage smelter.
Yep.
Where they just feed everything in, and then everything comes out the other end.
Splitters are just a little expensive early. You may see a total of 5 of them per hour-long match. Maybe 5 splitters total.
No, you'll see more than that.
No, count them. Count them. You say you're taking the over?
Yeah. I'm 20 easy.
No, not 20.
Easy.
That's insane.
Well, you got to remember, if they do a green science build, just the green science build,
no splitters.
1 splitter in the middle. They need to move the iron out to an extra tile.
I gotta think about that. Now I see. Now I'm second guessing that build. I guess we're gonna see it. So, 1 minute left. Here we go.
Get it with the bad takes always. No. We're gonna see 20 splitters.
We'll see, Hupsum. Hey, Hupsum, how you doing? Go see, man.
Yeah, I'm streaming late enough or early enough that Huff actually shows up for work.
Hey, man.
Worst mod ever.
Hupsum, long-time JD associate. CC noted. Look at that. We have feature requests.
Why is it CC? What? Clear corpses 500? Oh, for clear corpses. Okay. Mid-match? Nah, it's pre-match. Pre-match.
All right, here we go.
So Clown Town. Clown, with all the important buttons you can press to have sound drops, where's where's the one that they used to have at the start of wrestling matches?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, that's super copyrighted. Not Bruce Buffer. Buff Buffer, whatever his name is, Michael Buffer. He copyrighted that, and he sues everybody that even utters those phrases in a excited manner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even if it's you saying it?
Yeah, I'm probably sued by now.
Okay.
I'm actually due in court by the end of the stream.
Oh, you've been trying to get into court for a long time. Okay, so South puts down the science. Starts running the science. They got 50 packs. They're going to go for... Baguette is going straight for military for the SMG.
Their logo kills me, man. Look at the Baguettes logo. It's the Eiffel Tower, a baguette of bread, and some wine.
Yeah. French all the way.
EverLord is such a character. Look at that.
And in the north, they haven't got their labs up and running yet. Warger's getting down science.
So there's a science pack. You can immediately get a ton of labs. That's a big start. You can get 10 labs. Yeah, 20 labs, and then 50 packs, and you can just immediately start throwing it. North doesn't have it up yet.
Predictions. We can do predictions. Good point. Predictions.
Bumblebeerider, Ximoltus, Wargerr. Bumblebeerider.
Spend your points wisely.
Wargerr, Ximoltus, and Cobai have all held speedrun records of one sort or the other. They are no joke to. They're very serious speedrunners.
Steelaxe Mafia is the home team.
North.
Normally North is the home team because their radars work.
Yep.
Look at that in the north. We're
Yep.
going for all the science.
All the science, and look, level 2s, and 1 spot of oil.
Yeah. One tiny bit of oil to start with. 39%. That's going to do everything. Okay.
Look at the south. Look at the south oil, or south science. It's going.
Science. Oh my god, that's a red science build and a half. And they're planning on belt feeding it.
Yep. So look, race to grenades up to military 2 and heavy armor.
That and soda that's not lined up. And there's a science pack on the ground.
I saw it. I see that.
It feels
lonely.
lonely.
One over here too. I want to right click it.
F that shit. F that shit.
PP?
I trust the Frenchie. They have red wine. Oh god.
They do have red wine on the ground. Pause.
EverLord cooked it.
Just underscore a underscore sec. Is that a macro? Why did you do an underscore?
Shift the button beside 0.
Cat's widgets?
What?
What the hell has this happened? Somebody want to interpret what the hell happened just now?
What's a cat's widgets? The important questions.
Oddly enough. Okay. 3 minutes in. Let me sync up a little bit.
I'm guessing it was cat toy. I'm guessing. So, South is gone for a lot.
Look at all the solar. There's no accumulators. So at nighttime you're kind of screwed if that's what you're depending on. But I mean, don't fault them for laying it down. It will offset your coal consumption for sure. But you need it. You still need the same. You still need the same power that you were gonna put down anyway. It just saves yourself on coal.
Clown,
sir.
Does it ever get night in butter battles?
It does. Totally does.
Totally does. All right, Buyers in the north, and they're not on the labs. They decided to go for the wall instead.
Big Burner City.
Big Burner City.
Big Burner City for south. Big Burner City for north. First, okay, no splitter. I'm looking at the green science build. I don't see a splitter. I see biters.
Biters, yep.
Pop,
definitely
pop,
biters.
pop, pop, pop. There you go. This pistol.
Okay. So see the two wooden boxes beside one another?
Okay.
Between the inserter and the belts? That becomes a splitter.
Okay.
Because you need to move the iron right one tile. And a splitter does that.
Oh, okay.
So every green science build has at least one splitter in it.
All right. So that takes it
If they
to
automate it.
8 splitters.
8 splitters?
Yeah.
You know we often see like 6 in a match, right?
Well,
If they go
my
big.
guess was 5, but we'll see. We'll see.
No, I meant 6 green science builds.
Well, you're up. You're up around 20 as is your prediction. So we'll see.
Yeah, 20 for an hour, yeah.
Yeah. So this is good. This is a good good build to get a bunch of stone furnaces real quick.
Okay, so North has gone for power on the coal. Okay, they've automated it. It's self-fed. It's perpetual. It's going to run forever. They have missed the pipe, the critical pipe.
They did it again.
South
Wargerr.
is going for building their power on the iron patch and hand feeding it. Yeah, we've seen that come back into more players.
So Mega is pulling up the wall.
So long. So long. Although they don't have a lot of stones, they don't have a lot of options.
Yeah. Yeah, stone may be an issue.
Bumblebeerider is clearing out biters as always. And we have the first green science build up and running.
Still pop, pop. Yep, it is running. Oh, and he's going to try and stealth throw this.
I'll get stealth throws going in. Oh yeah, we've got a few.
We've got 19, just under. Look at that, 19 throw from Ximoltus.
Intentionally. Now, the packs become less effective over time.
Mm-hmm.
So the less evolution, less threat. So the earlier you get those throws in, the more you're going to boost up the other team. Oh.
Pause. Cats?
That's what I was about to ask. Dropping to 40.
FPS. Frames? Neuro's out of here. If it's FPS, maybe just kill the
Not mining that Bitcoin.
reboot. Neuro's going to restart.
Neuro's having FPS issues too. Obviously the same person. Confirmed.
Yep. All right, so one player from each side are gonna drop out and I think they should probably just restart. Not just kill Factorio, but probably reboot their machine and come right back. I think that's what. Somebody just went from white color to red color. Last time that happened yesterday, it was Fire Razor or Friendly Fire, and he went nuts.
Yeah, got combat colors on.
Combat colors. I think they should have rebooted their whole PC instead. Safer thing to do. You take at least
Depends, how long does it take to reboot a PC?
15 seconds, and they weren't going that long.
I think I need to turn off some shit that starts up. Actually, it probably takes me longer to shut down than it does to boot up.
Yep. Neuro's ready. So South is ready.
Wait for a call. Wargerr is still troubleshooting. Okay. So Windows is doing updates. Oh, tell me about it. They just hit the reset button. Jake can write as good as he can speak English. I know. My BIOS takes the ages to go through. It's probably the slowest part of my PC. Go into your BIOS and turn on fast boot. Problem solved. Biter Battles tech support. It's new stream title. Okay, so we have North is getting military 2 right now, then heavy armor, then stone walls. And South is also more progressed in military 2. So they're handcrafting green science currently.
All right, Baguettes have
has
grenades.
completed military 2.
They got grenades.
Handcrafted. If it's BIOS instead of UEFI, it's quite old. BIOS, CMOS, it's all the same thing.
Oh, they need to choose a science. They got red science on the belt.
Yeah, that's to be thrown. But yeah, Baguettes has not queued up anything.
And North has grenades now too. Both just got military 2. They're right on pace.
Yeah, except North has got green science automated and red science. If somebody fed it, also automated. Oh my god, that's a first. That's burner miners automated.
Wait.
Right there.
Yeah.
With an assembly machine too.
I'm trying to... I guess they're going to skip the whole miners?
Yeah.
Electric miners? No, not for them, huh?
Yeah. Oh, there's plenty of iron.
100% burner city.
Like, there's a very, 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 very large iron cost to doing hand-fed burner city.
All right. Baguettes, do a throw. All right, look at the stealth throws by Ximoltus. Only one of them showed up. 47 green. And then the first throw by Baguettes, 9 minutes. First throw was 6 minutes in.
Yeah, these teams, no chill.
Yep.
So Mega is dealing with biters. He's also trying to set up walls really early. And they are losing guns.
Losing guns.
First gun down. Second gun down before anybody. Yeah, Mega's too slow. Third gun deals with the problem. Oh, there's a grenade. Problem solved. And North is doubling their science.
Yep, there you go.
Kappa Charisma.
So they made it.
Charisma.
Copy paste.
How does Factorio PvP work? Well, what we have here is biter battles. It is 2 teams working on their own sides of the map because direct PvP does not work. We have PvEVP. So both teams build a base, make some science packs, run it through the labs as you would to get science, to do research, to do blah, 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 to defend against biters. Or take the packs. Both teams have a little GUI. Maybe I can show it.
11%.
Nope. Oh, there we go. Little GUI up here. Both teams have this GUI. They can take science packs out of their inventory, click the GUI, and it sends it across the river to the other team's biters, which then forces up the other team's biters' evolution and threat. Evolution is, well, we all know how evolution works. Threat is like how many biters are on their way. So South has more biters due to come say hello. Many more biters.
It's the frequency and number of the biter waves is threat. Like we got one of them that's sightseeing on its way. Got lost. Lonely and scared in the woods.
At least it's not taking out a rock.
Heavy armor, both sides. Baguette's doing Steelaxe, which I think is pretty smart if they're going to pull up and move wall around.
Mega was standing around with his hands in his pants, and the biters came up and said hello.
Whew.
He lived, just. He
lived.
Touch and go for a second.
All right, they got grenades up and running.
I still haven't seen it turn night, but clown. Just for the record. Maybe it's because we're the mode we're in. Maybe it doesn't become night for spectators.
Unless...
Oh no, it's becoming night right now. Solar output's going down.
Oh, it is. Okay. And maybe they've. But yeah, you're right. I don't see the visual darkening necessarily. So maybe the scenario does not darken the view, but does make the natural solar cycles. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
That would be interesting. Wouldn't mind that. Just everybody gets what do you call them? The night vision goggles by default.
Yeah.
Or you just remove that from the experience.
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind it at
Fun
all.
night. Night's frustrating.
It is.
Yeah, we can see torches on.
Yeah, look. Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is. The stone furnaces are glowy.
Yeah, that, and I just noticed the weird effects that they added with 1.1, I think it was, where there's like an old TV grainy look around the outside in map view. That doesn't show up either.
Right.
Which I'm really happy not to have to deal with.
Players with flashlights as they turn, their viewfinder turns. Big Biter, good attacks out here with Neuro, throwing grenades, doing the thing. You know what they're doing?
So North has just gone solid grenades. Solid grenades.
Yep.
They haven't actually increased their green science build at all.
15.5 going to 17.9. Here come the mediums. For South.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good. That's good. That's really fast progress.
South is about to do their green science build.
Yep.
And they go with one single build that they can feed lots of resources in, and then many, many, many assemblers. Just pumping out the green science.
Yep.
So it's a little bit slower to get up and running, but it's less infrastructure in the long run. And it's automated. That's going to be the big thing. It's not automated with... Oh, no, it is automated with coal. Okay, so it's automated. So it means if all three of them get stuck dealing with biters, they keep producing science packs. That's going to add up. And ZM is going to do a throw. Baguettes? Have Baguettes really not turned on... Oh, no, they have turned on science. Okay, Baguettes are doing stronger explosives, except there's no green science packs to talk about, so nothing's happening. Wagner is dancing, and dancing, and dancing. And Bumblebeerider's calling up heavy armor. Cool.
Look right here. There's 11 assemblers that are left over in the pack. Somebody forgot those, I guess. Something. I would imagine they could use those.
Well, they do get. They get 30 level 1s.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they should go down right about now for their green science build that ZM is handcrafting and dealing with a few friends.
JD, Piper, and Clown Team was not part of this season. It was supposed to not ever be part of reality, and that's not happening. And that's not happening today. I'll go. I'm going to set myself to pools, hot tubs, and beaches, and
okay.
I'll sit here and splash around in water for 45 minutes before I do another damn biter battle.
Well, because there is a chance if this match goes short, we might have to kill time before the next match starts. And I did suggest...
I will write your name on my body for subs, for sure. Absolutely, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that before I'll do another goddamn biter battle impromptu without practicing.
Would practicing make any difference, Clowntown?
Probably.
Steam engines are not a viable defense.
I'm supposed to be a franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we're talking about practice, not a game.
This Burner City is amazing. This is there's not a single. There is
not a game. We're talking about practice.
Talking about practice.
I mean, how silly is that?
Well.
We're talking about practice.
All right, they've got 5 electric miners down.
Oh, North is losing what little guns they had left.
Yeah. That's fine.
Wagner is chasing up the rear.
I think they're fine. They've got so many grenades. They're just letting the guns go.
do, but having the guns are better there than not there, and we've got the dragon guns out already.
See, look, they got plenty of grenades. I think they're going to be fine.
Yeah, but grenades still require a player to physically be there to toss it.
That's a disadvantage of the quick hit.
Packs.
21% Evo versus 10. I
And
bet you... We got to pause.
Need a reboot. Yeah, Neuro's going to do a full PC reboot. Meanwhile, there's friends in the south.
Yep, there's a big attack coming. Ready,
There we go.
says Zim. Okay, here we go.
Alright, so the oil has doubled. It went from 39% to 55%. So it went from shit to shit. And south has biters on the way. I'm assuming somebody saw it whilst the game was paused.
Let's hope so. No mediums in there. They're all smalls. So it's not as
Oh,
severe.
they've split. There's two attacks.
Split. So they're going to need 2 people to go after him. Megafrot is not going to be able to get both of them. Zim needs to rotate over. Here he goes.
Oh. Is he out of grenades?
Nah, he's got it. He'll be fine. He's a
No,
handful.
Mega, he was shooting things.
There
He
you go.
had the gun out.
Pop, 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 pop.
I know he's got an SMG. He's got an SMG. Speaking of players, so North has Zim with no armor. The other 2 have pistols, SMGs ready to go.
So Wargerr is declaring that is the wall. That's his new wall. Straight wall, save lives.
South has light armor all around. And ZM does have an SMG. Wow. Light armor. South hasn't bothered getting a steel build up and running. No. There's no steel. There's definitely no steel. Up. The coal loop's broken. One of them mined out already.
Left side, Pied Piper calls out. They're eating the remaining guns, so no more guns for South.
There's one. There's one battling on. 4 rounds, 3 rounds, 2 rounds, 1 round. Oh, he tried hard.
You're done.
Alright, Wagner is putting down the dragon gums, left, right, and center. Maybe they'll bother with walls?
Oh yeah, he's declared a straight wall line.
Yeah, but they don't really have... They got a tiny bit of smelting. Tiniest bit. And South has automated the walls.
And the radar's
And
down.
lost their radar. Which sucks, because in the South team, they need to wait for that radar, the new radar, to repropagate all the way around before it starts scanning again.
Mediums are in effect.
Alright. Where are the throws up to? North through 150.
25% to 11. Okay, South's green science build is running. They don't have any in inventory yet. They're just being consumed in science, but it's up and running.
Yeah, they also have serious power problems because it's nighttime.
Ah, they do. They're
Nobody's
down to
taking care of power at night.
60%.
And North, because it's on solid burner city, power's fine.
Yeah.
Power's fine. Calsec, yes, there is another battle directly after this one. Well, in an hour and 20 minutes. If this is finished.
Yeah,
If this hasn't finished, it'll be delayed.
All right.
63 packs.
63.
25. They're double the Evo already.
So they got 4 green science builds running, so it's 40 machines.
100.
They're up to running 40 machines, and here comes the garbage smelters. BBR is going to go get a garbage build going. This is good.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that. No problema.
I guess it's a garbage smelter.
EverLord.
Put on the outside.
Yep, EverLord is saying something about fix this. Mega's out on biter duty.
Yeah. Remove your zigzag. Save your belts.
Yeah. This is messy. Oh. No, I can't.
Is there, like, once it's down, is it worth the time to pick it back up and do it again?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I can't do...
0 was about to go to sleep when I saw the Twitch notification, and this is on.
For whether you can pop in late to a match that is already underway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so last time I popped into a match that was already underway, it caused some uproar, and I should...
What do you mean?
So you remember, I think it was one where there was a double header, and then match number 1 went long, and so I popped into a match number 2, but match number 2 was already going, and it was a serious moment, and I don't think I caused a death, but I caused a little bit of lag or something when I joined, and so there was a little bit of uproar. So we just decided that we needed a protocol for joining the second match mid thing.
I think that's been alleviated by now, that if you don't have the password, you can't join. Problem solved.
Right, but then... but I think we do have the password, so...
Well,
it may or may not happen this time, so...
The second match doesn't start until this match is finished, no matter what.
No matter what, right. So...
that's been confirmed. So it either starts on time or late.
This is probably...
This match is still running.
This south attack is probably the last of the pure smalls that we'll see. The attack right before this was about 50% mediums. And north has a defined straight wall. Look at that.
And that's going to go right across the... probably right across the water.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the green build is going. They've got a little bit of a wall automation along with just general rubbish into the boxes. What's that inserter meant to pick up? I'm not sure what that inserter does. It's a very important inserter. North's wall's nice and straight. It'll tear right through it because it's only one layer thick. Yes. But North will put in a running path to get through it as quickly as possible. And then... JD's recommended rule of thumb is every single time you get attacked, add another layer of walls.
Yep.
To that exact spot you got attacked. And eventually it'll end up about eight tiles thick.
So BBR is going to come clean off this side of the wall.
Yeah, runs through the wall, mark for decon, let's go. So we definitely have 2 players dealing with problems. What is Zim doing? More power.
Engines for south. Going for oil. Have we found any other oil other than... Oh, no. 2 flecks.
Just the 2.
Just the 2. 2 flecks
That's
of oil.
maybe enough.
Yeah. If they can do that, bring it right to the coast. No back flushing.
300 science packs, 32%. South might see mediums real soon. Big biters real soon.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Because they're still working. They're still working on their build for green science.
See how much inventory they've got. They've got a throw for 200 or so, or 150. They got a 150 throw in their chest right now. They can do it.
Yeah, they also don't have enough iron.
Oh, speaking of which, here you go.
Do they? Just
Bumpo.
enough? No, they're just going to hold on to the science packs. Oh, we do have steel. So they've finally made a steel build to probably get heavy armor. They haven't pushed out their walls. Yep, 50 steel just delivered to Mega. So Mega gets heavy armor. North is just clearing out biters left, right, and center. Grenade to the feet. Boom. And again. Boom.
Found some oil.
And... Oh, yeah, that's close enough.
There he goes.
That's close
Ximoltus throws another 210, 33%, and then they respond with the 50. Throw him back to north.
Wolf? Can we get a shout out from good old Iron Wolf? How you doing, mate? I still haven't implemented your code. Maybe I'll do Factorio next weekend. I'll actually implement the code. That way, when people type in chat, I'll get trees around me.
Oh. Look at these guys knocking on the door. Is multiplayer on the Dyson Sphere roadmap?
So the devs said that they had no intention of doing multiplayer, but then if the game sold really well, they'd do multiplayer.
I think that's a decision.
The game sold
really
well.
Yeah.
I know I saw a post about 300,000 copies, and then maybe another post about 500,000 copies, and it's still in early access, so it's going to keep selling. And then in the last roadmap update, they said multiplayer, we still haven't decided. But mods have added multiplayer already, so good question.
It's probably not done right.
Humble shout out. Oh, Neuro and Mega, both dealing with problems.
A lot of them. Uh-oh, they threw the wall.
Wrong side of the wall. And Neuro's just going to have a break.
That wall is too tightly coupled. It should kind of go out away from their miners.
It needs to go out around the copper.
Yep. That's no good. There's no fighting room. There's no. I mean, imagine trying to put in your eventual flamethrowers right there. That's not going.
Forget that.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Just grenade splash damage. You're going to end up removing all the belts and all the miners and everything with just splash damage. Forgetting the biters that's just sitting there eating the miner bit by bit.
I see it. Miner's gone.
20, 13.
Oh, 6 health. 6 health on that miner.
It needs a repair pack.
Yeah. 6 health. All right, mediums for north. They just bumped up to 22. That was a big throw.
Because Baguette through 200. How's that for optimization? Less patch is viable. Put sales in the sphere now. They did update things. It seems so. I have my last save from my last series, which had no sales, and the save game optimization. That much I know. I saved all of 2 megabytes on a 400 meg save. The save prior to that, which I tanked the game's performance, it was down to like 40? No, 20 frames per second is back up to 60-ish.
So I don't understand. Factorio, any of these games, I guess I just don't care about. I don't have the same level of intimacy with the base that I build. I don't have any saves in Factorio, and I deleted every single save from Dyson Sphere before I started. Just cleared it all out completely.
I save them because it means that I can quickly get in and test things. I know
retest. Too much changes.
Well, I played with the new spray coater and the proliferator thingamajiggy build by opening up an old save, where I basically have it's super late game. I have infinite resources, and we built one build 8 times to optimize it.
Yeah, I guess
it's easy to do in endgame.
Yeah, I guess so.
Where I can just go, just fill another tower with 20,000 resources because I just don't care.
Yeah,
they just show up. Kaz has
247
dropped from 5 gig to 400 megabytes. Yeah, my second save went from Baguettes doing oil hard and flame processing north is not that far behind.
Yep.
The other save I had went from 800 meg, I think, down to 400.
That's a lot. First mediums are now at the doorstep on north.
So, research-wise, they're literally on par with one another.
They're very close, yeah.
They've both got about the same amount of science packs done. South is still slowly gearing up their green science build. They actually seem to be a little bit short on inserters. Yeah, they're short on inserters for some reason. I'm not sure why, but they are. It looks like they got a booster build they're about to do, or a second build. Second build with a second feed of iron. Yeah. And how far into this match are we? We're 31 minutes in. Okay. Down to
Yeah.
1 splitter. 2 splitter. 3 splitter. 4 splitter.
There you go. 5. That's about it. 1, 2. Yeah.
I got 5. I got 5 on the south.
I got 5. Yep.
6. I've got an extra one. The 2 iron lanes, the stone sort away from copper at the far left, where they keep getting attacked. The coal split and the so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one on the iron plate line.
Yep.
North, 0.
Yes, 0.
0. It's a burner city.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, Dyson Sphere has had updates, has had optimizations. It's mainly the UPS. The UPS has increased by a fair amount. Oh look, there's another splitter. ZM just put another splitter.
Good job. Splitter master. Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Oh my god, Bumblebee. Oh no, it's fine. They're all dead.
They don't have a wall on that east side, so Warger's going to cut it in half. See, it's 2. Look at this. What you just going to leave half a power out?
Yeah, fine.
Why not take it out and surround the oil?
Yeah, oil is so close.
Why not surround the
Bumblebee,
oil? What's
behind you,
doing?
Bumble?
The cost of the wall is not that much for being able to defend oil. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Don't understand it. Both of these teams have done this. They've cut right across this, right across their resources, right across their builds.
Well, the walls were sort of there when it comes to that copper to start with.
They didn't care about the walls being sort of there, here, and here.
I know.
They just went outside it. This does not make any sense, man. He did a great job of making a nice straight wall and enclosing their stuff. BBR is going to go way out there and grab that oil out here.
Yep. Pump checks are already down. So, South has a steel build and a pipe build.
What's up, Wisey?
They've capped the pipe build, so they've got 300 pipes. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. And North has an engine build. They're mass producing engines. They're literally waiting for the flamethrower research to happen, which is waiting on the military packs, which is waiting on someone to handcraft them, I guess. Maybe. Oh no, there's the military build, which is waiting on grenades.
Grenades, yeah.
No, it gets grenades. It's waiting on copper. There we go. Yeah. Build just activated. Done.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, grenades right here. Right next to it.
Yeah. No, it's waiting on copper. It's also going to wait on more steel. So, Bumblebee has Dragon Gummed in power, and they've snuck oil tanks in right at that hard edge.
What is this? That is one thin wall from losing all of your oil.
Yeah. I wouldn't have left that there. I would have brought the oil line down. Yeah.
Like here, maybe. You could sneak it in there.
Yeah, trying to get it, you'd have to go above power.
Yeah.
And then through Bonus City.
Through power. Yeah, you can do that.
Through power?
Like through the
Maybe?
in between, yeah. That's how I do it.
Yeah, you'd have to do some fiddling with some power poles, but I guess it could be done.
Yep.
300 more flasks, 40%. Garbage smelter expanded a bit. Yeah, we got 2 of them now. Like I said, one's doing wall, so that's going to be most of their wall production because that's not being fed coal. And the other one is just making flamethrowers. Well, we'll be making flamethrowers.
Let's look at their technology. There it is. They're almost there. They got 25 more to go. North.
See an engine build for...
Let's get some of that sound.
Oh. No, South does not have engines done. But they are pumping oil as well.
41 to 31% Evo. Look. Oh, wow. They were just chilling up there.
Clown! Clown! It's
what?
a shock! It's a frigging pump!
Look at there. Yay!
It's on the wrong side.
It'll work. Right. It is. But it's fine.
All the oil into the pipes.
Better than nothing.
Well, you don't really want oil in the pipes. You want oil in the tank.
Well, the downstream pipes are fine. It's better than not being there. Better than having the whole thing just being a big slosh fest.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we are definitely, the Baguettes are definitely catching up.
Yep.
In Evo.
6.5% difference now.
3, 6, 10. So that's 40 almost. Compared to 40?
Where is their...
40 versus 40.
Here's their engine build. Garbage smelter to...
It's Paige! How you doing? Let them nibble on you. Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. How you doing, Hijacks? Thank you for coming back. 18 months.
Say, where's their flamethrower build?
Baguettes do need to expand their wall hard. Hard, very hard.
Yeah, so curvy walls. You know what we say about curvy walls.
Yeah, that they flank you because you didn't bother locking in the last little bit. In the north. Archie Anti about yesterday about the lack of pumps and the basic, he says just not worth it. It's not, the only thing it's worth is putting it on the output from the field to the input of your tank. To make sure the pipes on the outside are empty.
Yeah, so you may put one right there.
Yeah, that's it.
It basically costs you one engine.
Yeah.
Costs you one engine that you're making already for your flamethrowers.
So Mega has not done anything about expanding out that wall. Just grenade, 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 grenade. Bullet, grenade.
Pop.
More grenade.
Pop,
Dancing
pop, pop.
grenade. Dance, grenade, grenade, grenade. More grenade. They go through a few grenades. Okay, so Wagner has doubled up the front wall slowly. Each time he gets an attack, he replaces the wall, adds some more dragon gums. They have fire pumped right across the front of the base.
Do they have an automated wall build? What's your automated wall?
North, garbage smelter bottom left.
It's a ways away, but yep, that's good. And look, they did sneak around to this left side. Flamethrower, there you go. Top has flamethrowers, and they're going for the bonus. And a throw.
Okay, so we're going to see an assembler come down here and become flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Or is it that one? That one. The last one's going to have the recipe changed.
Right, this guy.
Yep, Bumblebeerider's going to come down, change that recipe. Oh, he ran away. There we go. Recipe has been changed. Now, there's a fair bit of crap that poor inserter has to insert.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why somebody just didn't pick up the whole box, control-click into the machine just to fill it straight away and then dump the crap back in the box. Or handcraft a couple of flamethrowers. You're not doing much else.
Can you? You can craft
You can
those?
handcraft a flamethrower. You cannot handcraft an engine, but you can do a flamethrower.
Right. Okay.
Because engines are special and they require advanced technical knowledge. Super advanced technical knowledge. That is beyond an engineer. But you can handcraft a rocket solo, because that's easy.
Tolerances are too tight.
Yeah, but not an engine. Rocket solo is easy. Yeah. Oh, you know that oil? You know those oil tanks you said really need to be defended?
Let's watch. One thin wall. Oh, yeah, see, they came north just a little bit. I wonder if they lost any pipes.
The pipe has a pump on it. Oh,
They
yeah,
did.
all the pipes. All the pipes.
They did. They lost a bunch.
So, south has gone for dirt. There's fire. First flamethrower on the ground, up and running. So, south has gone for an input pipe and an output pipe. The problem is, it now means the pipes to the flamethrowers are full of oil. Which means when one gets blown up, which will happen, they're going to lose potentially 100 oil per pipe.
Look at what's going on right here. Look where Ximoltus is going to put this.
That is so going to damage it.
What are the odds that tank is going to get lit on fire? That is well within the green gun range.
Yeah, what's the odds that somebody's going to actually pick up this stone that's sitting on the belt, stopping the poor boiler from running?
Stone. Oh yeah.
Very low. Very low.
Okay, all right. So the near oil is now on.
Which they didn't bother doing last time.
Yep, they're going to gamble and.
They went for the far one because it was safer.
Yep.
And then they've come back. Oh, South's got fire as well.
Now it's going to be about wall management until you get to 50.
And in North's case, they're going to remember to keep refilling those boxes. Because North has no automation.
I think it's every 5 minutes there's a clear corpse command. It removes 90% of the corpses.
I don't know.
You'll see it pop up over there on the console commands. There's an automated script that clears corpses.
What have you missed? Death, and pausing. A fair bit of pausing.
Get some reboots, both sides.
Thought fire didn't lead targets anymore. It won't self-harm unless something gets past the wall. No, fire does. No, it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't lead targets, but it has a splash. And all you need is a biter to get close-ish. Also, I think it has a fall-off. No, where's a biter? Where's a biter? I need to test the flamethrowers.
VB Archer, thanks for that sub, man.
And Jetty's alarm, yeah.
22.
So Clowntown, you missed this story. So my turn to share a story. I found something very important this morning, Clowntown.
What was that?
When I went for my first, what was hoping to be an hour nap turned out to be 45 minutes. I found out that it takes about 15 minutes for the sound waves to travel across my bedroom. Because the alarm was set for 4 a.m., but I didn't hear it till 4:15. So I'm assuming it just took 15 minutes for the sound waves to get that far.
It is slower. It's a Coriolis effect in the Southern Hemisphere. It's slower.
It was definitely proven because I went back to bed for an extra hour, 45 minutes again, and it took another 15 minutes past the alarm time for me to actually hear the alarm.
Yeah. Same thing that makes the toilets go the other way. Same thing as slows sound down. It's just good science, man. Look at the placement of this. He's turned it now. It was aimed horizontally. It was aimed to the east, and it was burning the ones over here. See, this is the problem. This is the problem when they didn't move the wall. They're trying to.
Yeah, they need to move that wall.
I don't understand what the strategy is.
Maybe look. The only thing I can assume is they're keeping the wall away from the oil.
They needed.
They don't want wall.
It's kind of too late. Look, they needed to move the wall when it was one thin.
Sure.
When it was one thin. That's when they do it. Now that it's seven thick, it's kind of over.
No. You just start building a new wall further out, and eventually that becomes the new front line.
Right.
Until they break through it. So I have not seen in the south. There's a couple of hand-fed engine builds that are missing steel, or pipes, or gears. They're all missing something.
Is he out of ammo? Oh no. He threw about 6 grenades, paused to think about science, and then threw a 7th.
Just to confirm. So, South has, well, I don't get the hump in the middle. I don't get the hump in the middle of the wall. That really confuses me.
The trees. Someone speaks for the trees.
Yeah, grenades speak for the trees.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
47.2.
And lead targets.
Look at the Evo. They're very close to Big Biters.
Well, they're both... Oh, no. The South is going for more. They want more science. I guess they can feed it. Yeah?
So much green.
Bumblebee was taken out. He got bited.
They didn't lose any.
Backup wall inside the actual wall. Taps head. Yeah.
They didn't lose. Didn't lose any gear. So Bumblebee did his job.
Just 10 seconds of his life.
240, 47.9%.
So North has done something unique with their oil and their flame replacement. They have wrapped it in pipe. Which is good, because it means if a flamethrower gets taken out, there's always a direct way for the oil to pass the flamethrower. The catch is Spitter Splash will take out every single pipe around a flamethrower. Okay, South is still... They're really short on flamethrowers.
Interesting. That is interesting.
What? The wrapping?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I've tried it before. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
The splash will take out every pipe. 22 packs. He just had 22 just hanging around his inventory, piss him off. Okay. Mafia has completed Refined Fumbles 1. They're going for number 2. Where is their flamethrower build? He just doesn't have any flamethrowers. Production. Product's finished. Oh, they didn't redo the flamethrower assembler.
Which one? Ping it. I'm looking down there. Product's finished 34. I'm looking at
34,
it. 34,
but they don't have 34 flamethrowers. Not unless somebody has a lot in their inventory. So because...
Oh, it was 21 engines to start with. So maybe...
Was it?
Yeah, I actually noticed that.
It doesn't reset?
It doesn't reset. They had 21 engines in the chest. I did look at that. So maybe 13 of those flamethrowers, but then...
So it doesn't reset.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it doesn't reset, I guess. Yeah,
okay, doesn't reset. So North was getting flanked. They have gone and put in a wall. A wall of early warning system. Providing somebody who pays attention to the flashing red light. Nobody pays attention to the flashing red light. South is still trying to get flamethrowers up and running. Like, really trying.
48%. At 2% to go before the larges, so you need to get a really good strategy in before that.
The South is just trying to close the gap. Close the gap on evolution. They are researching plastics and advanced circuits. So they're going to try and do blue science. I don't know what with. How much oil do they have? 4K. It's not really a lot.
51 minutes.
Okay. So, the reason we argue for pumps is South has 4.8k oil in the pipe, in the tank. And every single pipe segment has 20 oil in it. If you put a pump in it on the way in, it'll suck all the pipes from the pump jacks to the tank empty. That's all the pump jack does.
More throws to North, 46% Evo. 49.2.8 to go to get 50. 50 is the line of demarcation. We'll start seeing big biters.
Big biters, which leads to big problems.
Big problems. Uh-oh. This is close. One thin wall. Warger's there. Whoo! He's there.
Yeah, adding wall. Adding wall.
That wall right there, 76 health between breaking through. That was close.
That's a new garbage smelter to do. More flamethrowers? More
Yeah.
flamethrowers.
Yep, they're going to do more engines, more flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, no, it just needs to run for a bit and then clear out the garbage. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
They have to pick up.
Oh, Bumblebee! That wall
Undefended,
that they put in.
yeah!
Oh, look, he's put himself inside the walls.
Yep.
He's going to stand inside the walls and just grenade everything.
He's going to do it. Go,
Oh, no,
BBR.
he must be out. Must be out.
They flushed him out. Now it's the razzle-dazzle of the midfield. There it is. Good
He
job.
survived. Apart
Good
from the few
job.
stragglers.
Good job, Bumblebee.
Anyone's have a sneezing fit after eating? No. How much spice did you put on top?
Remind us, chat, remind us to give Bumblebee some love at the end of this match, whatever the conclusion.
Bumblebee always pulls off.
Yeah,
Every single time.
that's great.
So North is on one set of pumps again. I'm pretty sure every pipe between A and B is gone again.
So the near ones look like they're going. They're fine.
The far ones look like they're definitely missing some pipes. Again.
Yeah, to radar out there or something.
They're not on radar, which means either a player walked out there eventually, or at some stage, or a radar did, and said there's no pipes. Nobody's walked back out there to put down pipes, so they still don't exist. Yeah, North needs more wall. Oh my god, the flanking maneuver in the
Look.
South, at the corner.
All right, Mega is rotating over.
Oh, cool, because he's got another wave right behind it. So he walks close enough,
And he's
all
got-
the biters are going to go for him.
And they're going to get behind him. And he's down. And he's down. Uh-oh. This is no good.
That tank looks very tasty.
If they hit that tank, it's bad news bears.
No, nobody's bothering with a tank.
4.
Oh, there are flamethrowers in the base, aiming towards the base. Problem solved.
They saved it. 4.6k.
Nero with the pickaxe. Downtown. To use the pickaxe, you walk up to a biter and you press spacebar.
Press Z. Z, right? Is it Z?
Spacebar.
Okay.
Spacebar. No, Z puts down one biter.
All right, Bumblebee has reacted to his dilemma, and he's gonna put some flamethrowers in there. He's still gotta fix that wall out there, but otherwise, see, that was almost bad. That was almost all of their oil was going to be gone, and then it's a hustle to get it all back in. And in fact,
It's not only
it is cut off.
It's
Look,
just
it's cut off. So Mega's probably looking at
Mega
this right
standing
now.
where the missing pipes are.
Yep, he's trying to figure out how to bring it back in. So everything
Trying to
they
figure out
have,
where the belts go, and forgot about the pipes entirely. And then there's an attack, and then This is how we get distractions, and then EverLord needs to yell at them.
Yep. 50.1. Here comes Big Biters.
Yep. We're over 50. We haven't seen the notification for Big Biters yet.
We got spitters, but not biters.
Ooh.
Oh, what pipe wall? Pipe wall's up. Oh, and they're in. They're in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Big Biters. Okay. Here's the notification.
See, straight through.
Chemical science. Big spitter.
All right, Ximoltus going to go over here and help deal with the
way
problem.
there. Okay, Neuro is hooking up the belt. Not fixing the pipe.
So they got about 2%. North has about 2% before they have a real problem because all of their walls are very thin, way too thin for Big Biters. So,
but they do have all the flamers in place.
2 and 3 walls is not enough, even with the flamers, I would say.
I guess they're researching modules, so they're definitely going to go for blue science.
Baguettes have a nice, good, juicy, thick wall, so that's great. But
yeah, they have more wall. They don't have quite enough flamethrowers.
yeah, that east side is where it's most vulnerable, and they're not bringing in any new oil. So a hit right through here would be pretty damaging.
Where the dead flamethrowers are?
Or
yeah,
more,
that would probably hurt.
Or more on that. Okay, all right, look at this one. That one is aimed northward, not even outside.
Yeah, that was put down because they had a small problem inside the base.
Yeah.
This is why the copper smelter right above it is slightly toasted.
Yeah.
Alright, so north, because they're still on hand-fed just about everything.
Here we go.
No, it is keeping up. It's under the fire. It's okay-ish.
See, look. Those Big Biters will make at least progress through 3 walls. So you saw what they did. They were under fire the entire time. And then imagine that at this wall right here. And then they're through.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're getting hit by 2 or 3 of them at once.
0.9% evolution until that happens. Uh-oh. The tank is at risk. The pump is at 47 health. The pipe is damaged.
Oh, look! It's that flamethrower that we said would definitely not light things on fire.
Yeah.
It lit things on fire. Surprise, surprise.
Where's their wall? What do they got to do with this wall?
I don't have any oil stocked up. It's all being pushed into the pipes, and the pipes...
That's kind of okay, I think. That's fine. I think that's fine. Yeah, there's no oil. Yeah, look.
Oh, it's south. Their power to their oil has been knocked out.
Yes.
So someone hooked up the pipes, but hasn't actually bothered repowering. It's fine. They don't need power.
Oh, it's not. You're right. Okay, here
EverLord.
we go.
EverLord's seen it. He's pinged it. He's pinged it. He's yelled at him and pinged it. Boys, power pole. Good. Yeah, excellent. Yes. There we go. Oh my god. You know that attack on south side, right on the river?
Well, they have
There's 2 of them there.
They have a lot of wall. It's fine.
They have less pipes. Again.
Oh, the pipes are taken out. What's our oil stock is 5.2 now. We got a little bit more.
Yeah, big just don't care. Literally sits the flame, just goes, nah, don't give a shit.
All right, BBR is having trouble with some mediums. They're through. They need thicker walls.
But yeah, Clown's right. 2 walls is not enough.
It's not gonna be enough when you get, especially when you get to bigs. You can kind of keep up with mediums.
Somebody had a boo-boo.
1 second. Let's watch this.
Somebody had a boo-boo.
Oh, somebody tried to pick up a warehouse.
No, just cancels some small crafting queue. Never had that happen, ever cancel the crafting queue.
You pick out a
Holy
yeah.
shit. I have no idea what South's doing, but it involves some steel.
Yep.
Engines?
Military.
No, because they're hooking up refineries.
Purple? Purple.
Purple?
Maybe.
Purple stone?
That's yeah, and they're going for rail. Might be purple. They've done it before.
Yeah, okay, purple. Purple, yeah. Yeah, push up the other team because they're right on par.
It is worth a 100 reds.
A lot of points. A lot of points.
Or 33 greens.
BB points? BB points the command, is it not?
Yep, BB points. It still holds.
There's a button that tells us... Oh yeah, there we go, production. 1050 for purple science. Compared to 225 for chemical. So North is going for chemical. They're going to take their pathetic little bit of oil that doesn't exist, and they're going to try and run some chemical science. South has gone, now screw that. We're going to go straight for purple. Ooh. South going for blue science? No, purple.
I don't know that you need that much. I don't need that you need 2 lines of steel just for blue science. So no, we don't.
You need it for the So for purple, you need it for
rails
the
and for
rails
and for the furnaces, right?
Furnace, yeah.
So that's a lot. You don't need it for blue, so that's why we think it's the purple build. You do need a little bit of sulfur. Yeah, you need sulfur. You need some plastic for your red boards, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, they're researching rails. The only way you need rails in biter battles is for research and science and making things happen.
I mean, we've seen someone put in a train before. It's pretty gutsy.
Have we?
Yeah. I think it might have been Xeno. Look at this angled wall back here. BBR not taking any grief from the biters this time. He's got 4 flamethrowers over there and a wall angled south away from the biter nest. That's how gangster that is. They want to make a couple of blue boards. Night vision goggles. Sick of being in the dark.
No?
Look at that. They're through. The big biters made it through 7 wall thick. There you go.
Okay.
There it was. That's what we're talking about. And North might be the ones in trouble. Their wall is very thin, and they now have big biters, big spitters.
Oh, they need enough blue to research the purple packs. Oh, of course.
Enough blue to research purple. Right. You got to go through blue, I guess.
So they need 100 chemical science, which is going to be what?
They need 350. 250 for the furnace and 100 and another 100 for the purple pack. So.
Oh, okay. So blues get 2 each.
Here comes some more
100,
spitters.
100 and something sulfur.
Oh, that.
Oh, that's too close. That's dead. Oh no,
he picked it up. He picked it up. Yep. They're gonna get it again.
It's gonna be dead again.
It's gonna get it again.
Go back, ZM. Oh no, grab the other one.
They're coming. They're gonna come through.
See, this is what I'm talking about. All the pipes around that flamethrower, splash damage.
Yeah.
And on the right-hand side, oh, that wall's thinning out, and that's no bigs.
Yeah, a little bit. I think they're fine. All right,
south side.
Keep your eye on north. Keep your eye on north, because south has this, this big thick wall, which is why they live this far.
It's disappearing. It's disappearing.
Look.
It's still disappearing. It's still disappearing.
Yep.
It's down to 2 tiles thick in the south.
Yep.
It's 1 tile.
They're out of. It started flashing because they were out of oil. Just a minute ago, I think.
They converted far too much.
Let's look. Trace the line all the way back. Let's see where it's coming.
It's coming from their pump jacks have no power again.
Well, they have 1K left in their tank only, and it's sloshing. It's gravity fed. It's not going anywhere. And, oh yeah, and look, you're right. They're pulling a lot out of this this refining. So they may be. They may be doing what Steelaxe did a couple matches ago, where they pulled too much for petroleum gas. And if they don't turn those pipes back on, this is going to go to 0. It's at 900 right now and dropping quickly.
Oh yeah,
They're going to run out of ammo, and then lights out.
Well, fire's out.
Yeah, lights out. We still have not seen. We still have not seen a big attack. We have. Here's first big spitters coming from north, and is going to miss.
It's not too bad. There's a couple of spitters. They'll be fine.
They just. Oh look, a couple of them stopped to gnaw on the pipes, and he's moving on. Oh look, he shot him. BBR, not gonna go. Shot him in the back.
But I didn't care.
Didn't care.
Okay, so they're gonna double attack on the corner.
Warger's there to meet him. Whew!
Yeah, lob some grenades, watch some fireworks.
Spitter's not too bad. The biters are what's going to get through the wall.
Biters just chew through wall.
Okay, not so bad. Uh-oh.
No power? No, Bumblebeerider has to hook up power again. There's attack on that side. That's sorted. So, because they have big biters, the only way to deal with big biters is a lot of fire.
Yep.
Like, you need to not have the area of effect fire on them. You need to have direct flamethrower on them to get the increased damage. Because
600
red
oil.
biter battles.
Yep.
Damage is at minus 92% per second fire. With 100 to start with.
Yep.
So
98
damage.
So they're down to 600 oil in their tank. South is. That hits 0, it's lights out. And then it's panic. And they have not.
North did refine fumbles 1.
They haven't replaced any.
South?
Are they replacing it? Okay, it's back up. It's coming back up. Woo!
$88 compared to 92. Okay. So yeah, because of the nerfing, flamethrowers, although they're OP, they're shit compared to normal game.
Yep. They have not. So South has not done Refine Flammables 1. I think that's a worthwhile upgrade.
Well, it takes the damage from minus 92 to minus 88. Oh, Nero is straightening out the wall.
Good job, Nero.
Yeah, there's not enough wall. That's going to be dead real quick.
Well, you just got to establish a baseline first and then build it up.
No, you need to establish a baseline and then have flamers there at the same time. It's a two-man team. And ZM is increasing that corner. The corner you said, had a problem and should be moved along and have access to that copper.
He is moving a little bit, looks like.
Yeah, they need more miners. No, they're still building hard up against the wall. It's fine. Right, so Nero has marked off that corner and said mine. Now what?
And look, he's trying to get it. He's picking up boxes. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's to do the other wall. The other wall's going to be wooden boxes.
Okay, we've got 2 attacks here.
North has
That's a lot of
and spitters coming in. Oh, wall's too close here.
Yep.
Yep, spitters on the flamethrowers. All right, boys, wall's got to go forward. Yep, there we go. Wall go forward.
They don't have much oil. Let's trace the line. That one's going to be out. That one's not full.
Nero is running hard. Running hard. Running really hard.
Okay, he's good.
And watch the biters make the walls disappear.
Ximoltus throwing a little bit more. He's going to grab everything else. Throw some more. 56 to 54. How about that?
Oh, how much science does South have? Not a lot. They just recently threw the whole lot. Oh, North has actually decided we're going to do some automation. They've automated up the copper delivery at least. Iron is still hand-fed. That's doing engines. That's doing flamethrowers. That's still doing flamethrowers.
Full vision. What do you mean? What's full? Define full, P. Simon.
Unpowered pump jacks seem to be a theme. Yeah. Either that or the pipe's missing. Matthew, so you're not limited by radar. No, the spectator view, P. Simon, if we use that and we ping the map, both teams can see it.
Yeah, there is a spectator view, but it doesn't show. It shows nature, and it's not that good.
It's handy that we can explore the map. South has a problem.
Yep, they're
As
through.
in lots of big biters through the wall.
That's too many. See, look how quickly they went through seven thick wall.
And flamethrower.
Flamethrower
and
down.
Flamethrower and pipe. And new flamethrower.
Flamethrower down. Oh, he grabbed the wall.
So
There's 100 wall. Their
Oh,
wall.
there's a dead corpse.
Their wall machine went down. Zim was down, and it's still eating.
Okay, there's... Oh, yeah, no, he's on the flamethrower.
Yep, the wall machine went down.
Oh, nobody's going to deal with the one biter? Oh, okay. That
Two
flamethrower's
biters.
down, which means that wall's going to fall as well. So the right-hand side is now going to fall because
Yep.
his biters are chewing on the flamethrowers from the inside.
2 holes in the wall now. Oh, they filled in part of one. One giant hole in the wall in the back, and I think their wall machine went down. I don't see another wall maker. They had 2 wall machines, and one of them got eaten. Right here.
There's a biter beside the tank. It's probably fine. EverLord's yelling at him. Deal with this, deal with this, deal with this. So much acid on the ground. 200. 0. Oh no, biter comes back. He's finished eating all the flamethrowers. He'll come back and play now.
Another one on the left side might be okay. All right, they're going to clean that up.
50-50.
Yeah, this is probably going to be okay.
Probably. No. There's biters eating the flamethrowers again.
Uh-oh. Down. Uh-oh. Whew. Okay, so let's take an aerial view here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flamethrowers left.
And the pipes don't go from A to B.
Look at the threat difference on north and south. So north is due for a big attack soon, too.
They keep getting the big attacks, but because they've doubled and tripled up the flamethrowers, they're
Yep.
just dealing with them.
Yep. Even though that wall is not that thick.
It's not that thick, but they're going with
And look,
the fire dealing with the problem quickly enough that it shouldn't need extra thick walls.
and BBR is over there to deal with that, their most recent problem.
Yeah, the fact that it has, what, five flamethrowers on them. They're not lasting all that long.
Flamethrower
Still
damage
trying to
stacks.
put 'em at a wall. Yeah, it goes from minus 92%, 8% damage to 12% damage of normal. Yeah. South has given up. They've started breeding biters inside the walls. Bottom left-hand corner. There's a
Yep.
biter inside the wall. He's just hanging around.
Hanging around. He's not doing anything. All right, rebuilding's going to be tough. They got to get their stone back up because they have nothing building any wall right now, and their pipes are all broken. So whatever is in the west side pipes is it.
Which is nothing.
Which is nothing. Yep.
Yeah, it says 0-0. This mess here actually limits throughput.
Oh, BBR died at the wall. They're through.
Oh. They're all dead.
Wargerr there to save and cover. Where was BBR's corpse?
Under the fire.
He's under the wall. Look at that. He's in the wall. There he is.
And he has 30 grenades, 9 fish, touch of pipe.
Wargerr covering. Back down to 3,000 threat. Down from 4,000. See, this is rough here because they're not building any new wall. So whatever they have in their inventory is it.
That's like a very mafia thing to do. Burn a guy in a wall. True. True.
It is a very mafia thing to do. How's their power? Power's in red and yellow. Oh, daytime. They must have just hooked something back up. EverLord says...
Yeah, the solar panels are in people's inventory. That's the issue for South. North, I imagine, doesn't have any power problems because they're just not using power.
All right. West side, south.
North side. Oil is not hooked up to any of the flamethrowers.
Remaining.
It's broken at the tanks.
Okay, watch for fuel flashing. Because whatever's in the pipe is it over here. There's no more fuel coming.
Yeah, 4-7. No, actually, it's hooked back up. Yeah, it's hooked back up for South.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there it is. Oh, they did it. They did hook it all up. There's this long, straight pipe wall going on. But
yeah, North has not hooked up their oil. So North has whatever's in the pipes, which is like 40 per pipe, which is probably another 20 minutes worth of game time.
I'll be damned, they did it.
Oh, are they going to get flanked? No. Bumblebee's over there to attract them. Yes. And so much speed. So much speed. Nero is going to have a break.
Uh-oh. He is down.
And I'm moving the table to standing.
Mega is out of wall. Okay, now here's the issue. They're going to be out of wall. I don't think they've started the wall production. So whatever they've got is it. And Neuro is out. He was throwing down stone furnaces instead.
Something went south on south. Oh, with the puns. With the puns. Alright, so we're going to break. North has not a lot of science packs. So North is keeping up the throwing. South has a fair amount of science packs. So they're also keeping up with the throwing. Not quite as effective, but close.
Watching this come through.
Nah, that'll burn. Ooh. Okay, gotta watch that.
Big attack.
Turn to north. That's fine. Turn to north, yeah. Hmm.
$58.5, $55.5. There we go. Probably a war of attrition now. I don't think either team has enough science pack. Oh, wait. I take it back. They got reds. Not sure.
Reds are worth nothing. We're an hour and a half of the match. Reds are worth nothing.
Wow. Could build some modules. 417, 416.
Packs are worth 0.7 evolution. Packs are worth nothing.
Yeah, worth nothing. It's hard.
Okay, hang on. How much was that? So I threw that to Baguette. It added 219 threat. And the passive threat income is 15 per second for South. So they're getting 15 per second every second worth of passive threat income. Yeah.
So may as well not throw any more green, I guess. Run through some sites. I mean, at what point do you not trouble yourself with those builds anymore because the passive is just as good? You do nothing versus spend a bunch of iron and copper.
Yeah, it really comes to the point of like North has enough of advantage. It is only a 3% difference. Okay, but like they're setting up red science right now. Red science, red chips.
Yep.
And plastic. So you're at the point of like, don't bother feeding the existing builds. Do something new or get the advantage early on and put it all in defense. And hook up the oil in the bottom corner to your actual flamethrowers. That would be my suggestion. A horrible suggestion, I know, but you know.
Oh, God.
Because they still haven't hooked up the oil. How's the lack of sleep working? It's not.
It's not.
Oh, the oil broken near the tank? Yeah, it's still broken. That underground is still missing.
Oh! Flamethrower going down? No, not quite. Very close.
Although that corner's very thin.
They still haven't...
Yeah, it's less thin now.
Oh, they got their wall machine back up and running. That's important.
Wall's only like half a second to craft, isn't it?
Yeah, but they needed... you need to do that in your inventory. You need a ton of bricks or you need to automate it.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long to craft.
Alright. Threat is relatively low for both sides. They're doing a good job
4,000 to 2,000. How long do you think Clowntown would last with 4,000 threat, or just 2,000 threat?
It's not that big of a throw. 400 logistic science is I mean it is big, but not for this stage of the game.
4,000 is high.
400. 400 threat took it from 0.8. Yeah.
Oh, 400 packs.
Yeah, 400 packs.
Yeah. So Clanton's got less sleep than I do. 0.05 seconds. I think it's half a second. Half a second per wall, I think.
Yeah, it's quick. 0.5.
Yeah. So having a couple of inserters and just loading a box and just grabbing a box and handcrafting as you go. It means your handcrafting queue's probably full, so you can't craft grenades, but we've seen both teams automate grenades. There's nothing else that you're going to be crafting. So they must be... Oh no, they have automated blue science-ish. A little bit. Hand-fed it.
No mediums in that attack. No mediums. It's all larges.
Soon the shit hits the fan. Exactly. I was talking about Clown survival time. 0.05 seconds? Yeah. I don't think I'd give him that long.
Yep.
I don't know. How many laps can he do in the corner? So, because North has flamethrowers on the flamethrowers on the flamethrowers, They're burning most of the bigs when they get there.
What are they doing
They're
with their
sitting
science?
under the direct fire.
North Science is going for modules. Modules level 1, and level 1 productivity and blues speed.
Yeah, because they're going for purple. Purple packs as well. Both teams are going straight for purple. What you got to remember, South started doing that ages ago and have made about 0 progress. They have 2,000 steel. Not that it's helping them.
Something's wrong. South's pipes are empty. One of the flamethrowers, Pied Piper, just pinged a spot where they're empty. I'm trying to figure out where
those
the
pipes right there. Bottom
Yep,
right-hand corner.
yep,
Beside Mega.
Oh, he disconnected them just now.
Yep, because it's beside a flamethrower and spit a splash.
There it is. It just filled back up. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's spit a splash every single time. That flamethrower is too close to the wall.
All right.
In fact, that corner is about to fall again.
BBR just threw
spit a
military.
splash. There we go. He handcrafted them. They were hanging around annoying him. So the pipes that Mega just replaced need to be replaced again. Again.
Woo.
Fast and soda. It's a bit late for that, isn't it? North is having less problems. Just because the layer on layers on layers of fire.
Yep.
And they keep having the players come up here and spread out the attack. Although their right-hand side is getting hammered. Oh, Wagner's about to go down.
I saw that. He was right in the middle of the...
Oh.
Look out.
He is eating up the fish. 13 fish lost their life in this attack. Sorry, gave up their life. Made the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, Wargerr goes down. That's bad news right there.
That's bad news. Not bad news bears. Bad news bears is extra bad news.
It's bad news with bears. It's like tied with bleach.
Care Bears. Care Bears. Can you power in there, Mega?
Apparently there's a match number 2 starts in 13 minutes. These guys got to wrap it up.
Yeah, nah. We're going to hit Armageddon. I think we're going to hit Armageddon.
128 and 129 so far. Oh, those look great.
I think we're going to hit Armageddon. I need secondary power pipe to keep the connection. They don't really have room. And look, flamethrowers use so little fuel. At the end of the day, as long as you connect it every now and then, you're fine.
BBR is going hunting.
Megafrot standing there again. It's dead. It's missing. There's no connection. And once again, all the pipes are empty again.
BBR is going hunting for oil, I think. He's found some.
Oh! Half the iron smelter set shut down for South. Because one belt got destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
And there's brick on the coal line. Oh! And one smelter's outputting brick onto the coal line. This is what happens when things break. It's not a matter of fixing it, it's a matter of fixing it properly.
Oh, yeah. The inserter is pulling coal. It's supposed to be pulling coal. Yep. And it's getting clogged up.
Pulling coal. Somebody's just built a smelter like it outputs there, it outputs there. It always outputs there. But that smelter didn't exist previously.
Oh, yeah, this guy is putting brick onto the coal line.
Yeah.
There you go.
Finding it as well before you fix it. No. If there's crap on the belt, just pick it up and accept that it's going to be a problem again.
I don't know. I'm not sure what their assignment is.
Stay alive. Stay alive is the official assignment.
It looked like
Look at the
Wargerr.
spitters coming around the oil. Oh no! One pump jack had it.
Yep, they got it.
Alright, who's in charge of going out past the walls, put down a new pump jack? Oh, the oil pipe came back in a different orientation this time. Wagner queued railway. Oh, south side. ZM is in there, thickening up the wall as it's disappearing.
He's trapped them in.
Yeah, he's going to build in the walls.
All right, south is in much better shape. There was, yeah, in that attack, 10 flamethrowers went into action, so that's good.
Yeah,
Ximoltus fed another 700.
It was worth 2.2. 0.2. It was worth 1% Evo.
There you go.
1%. Alright, and north, because they have fire on fire, with some fire, with a touch of fire to spare on their fire, big biters tend to give up. Like, they are losing two
Not
thick
so
walls.
bad. Not bad at all. Yep.
Do they have spare flamethrowers? You have 7 flamethrowers. You have 7 flamethrowers. And you have engines, because nobody bothered changing that recipe over to flamethrowers. So they could, like, just keep adding more flamethrower to the problem and, you know, solve the problem for good.
See, these go real quick. 10 per.
So they're
1, 2,
making
3,
red
4, 5.
circuits. What's the point of the red circuits? That is such a broken build.
Modules?
Why does that one work and that one doesn't?
Not sure what
Because that one
Warger's
gets
doing.
Oh, I missed it. Do you know what? Did you see what Bumblebee did?
Yeah, he went out and got oil.
Yeah, more oil.
Yep. Yeah, and
With
he's
a
got
pump.
pump on the intake. This is how you do it, kids. Pump on the intake to pull all those and empty out these pipes, and then pump on the output so you can fill all those pipes up. Push as much as you can downstream. That way, the pipes fill up right behind the flamethrowers. So if your flamethrower breaks, say here, you still have full pipes all the way down, and it gives you way more time.
Hopefully. What Evo can a solid wall flamethrowers hold off? In biter battles, potentially nothing because it's about to break. Right there, it broke. Lost 1 flamethrower. Potentially nothing because Evo goes over 100. It goes over 100. 100 is not the limit. We call him a clown town. He's funny to look at. Mostly funny to look at. And there is a squad link down the bottom, I believe. JDPlays twitch.tv/JDPlays/squad. And you can watch both points of view.
What's up, all gamers?
LOL, how you doing? How you doing, LOL? Mega is laying down having a break with 100 and almost 200 grenades on the corpse.
Well, the other ones were throwing military and blue consistently the other week. Mahalik.
Evo over 100% means respawning biters. No, it just means they take even less damage from everything. Like, you might notice you haven't seen a single person hold up an SMG and shoot at a biter. Because the big biters actually heal faster than what a SMG with yellow ammo does damage.
I get a mix, Jackson, of you look funny versus you look amazing. Love that jawline. It's a good mix.
Ah, do you?
Yeah.
Let me guess. Only the wife says the second one.
No, 2 hours is when Armageddon kicks in, so 120 minutes. So we are 25 minutes away, and it looks like we're going to get there because both these teams are now kind of
we're going to get there.
They're now no longer in trouble.
No, South has, although they're about to lose the bottom left-hand corner.
That's not much wall.
Because they have fire, but not enough wall to fire ratio.
Neuro needs to get over there.
Most of them are going to die. To existing fire damage.
Neuro Firewalker.
I think it's more dangerous to the players than it is to the fighters.
It is. Neuro went right through that. He went in with green and came out with 1 dot. Yep.
Chat asked, what's the ratio? 99% of people say you look funny, and 1 is the made-up alternative. Ouch. Chat's harsh.
It's a mix.
It's true. It's true. It's true. But harsh. Why did that put a smile thing in there?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I just got a tea with lemon and honey.
Tea with lemon and honey. Because you've been streaming for too long, the voice is going.
Yeah, COVID this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Armageddon just has a where the if you look at the mutagen log,
scales quicker.
Yeah,
much quicker.
It goes much more exponential. The passive Evo really ramps up. Oh yeah.
South should fall before Armageddon. Nah, they're doing better than they were 20 minutes ago. They've got more flamethrowers in. They're worrying, I think, less about the green science build because it's definitely got big, large, broken sections that are just not working.
Both teams
redirected. Copper.
Both teams did an opposite way angled walls.
P.
Look, man.
Oh, look, we're only 20 minutes behind schedule.
Somebody has to go.
2 minutes for bathroom break. Nero is possibly dead.
It's like a Nero.
Possibly dead. Oh, and that pipe's empty of oil again.
All right, bio break.
South is out of oil. South is out of oil. Tea with lemon and honey sounds great. Shame I have no lemon. Or honey. Yeah. Mega is just ignoring the problem and leaving Nero to deal with it. And it's still out of oil.
Unfrozen.
Unfrozen. South survived. They still have no oil, but they survived. They're pumping oil into broken pipes.
Both of the opposite angled walls are under attack right now. West side.
Actually, that's only got 2 flamethrowers. That might have a problem. And landfill. The biters are cheating. They're going around the wall. Zim is out of wall. I heard ghost walls go down.
Yeah, he's pulling some wall up and moving it.
In his wall. They have a wall build there. Has 200. There's still the poop on the ground. Nobody's bothered picking it up. Zim is back to building. Electric furnaces? Engines and red circuits. Engines and red circuits?
Power outage for north. They're not getting any new oil.
Again.
They got plenty in the pipes because of their pump schema.
Oh, in the pipes, yes. In the tanks, no.
The tanks, no. Right.
Alright. And South's getting hit at the corner again.
Straight wall.
Bumblebeerider replied to you, by the way.
He did, I saw.
You did? Excellent. No, I just mean as a motor strain, it can break down and the whole table can come down onto the ground because most tables don't have an emergency brake system. I highly doubt the table has an emergency brake system, but the table is designed to lift 600 pounds. Which means when I dump a kitchen table bench top on top, which is what my tabletop is for the desk, it just goes, yeah, sure, no problem. Even though I think that's about 50 pounds.
Over there.
100 pounds, 50 kilos.
Blue build is up and running.
Oh, that is the biggest blue build ever.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, South has had their blue build that's finished about nothing. It's been short on materials for ages.
Need some sulfur. How much sulfur they have? They have 100 sulfur. There you go.
It's short on sulfur or red circuits, or like the last one's short on engines, and they have engines on engines on engines. It's short on attention. That's what it's short on. If it's gear and screw setup, then the motor falling won't let the table move. A little bit, it's going to be gear and screw, because that's the only thing small enough.
Yep.
Are they near poison capsules? Nobody bothered with poison capsules, actually.
They don't have enough blue. I think you need a bunch of blue to
Oh,
get
no,
there.
no. South is doing poison capsules right now.
Oh, they are? Military 3.
And North hasn't bothered. North is working through fast inserters, which is red science.
Neuros.
And their red science ain't running.
Neuro's going exploring.
I don't think that's going exploring. He knows exactly what he's going for. He's going for more oil.
Contemplative.
So the catch is, you're running players very far out of the base, which puts you a player down. You have an attack right here that's down to 2 walls thick, 1 wall thick.
0.
Possibly 0-ish. And if you have the biters break through, that could be GG.
That's
because
GG.
one player
Right.
was out of position.
Yep.
So, yeah. And is it like... Okay, oil for more flamethrower fluid, sure, maybe. By the same token, oh no, they have cut off their oil to plastic and sulfur. So, maybe they actually need the oil pressure for actual flamethrowers? EverLord's peeing right the way out there. You really gonna send Nero out for an explore that far? That's
Where do you ping?
dangerous. Far left, in the black.
Oh, yeah. It's a ways. Yeah, look, he pinged 3 times, a lot farther west than he's got.
Yeah.
63.9%, 17 minutes till Armageddon. And at this pace, both teams are going to hit Armageddon at the same time.
Very, very well.
I mean, within the same minute, I would say.
Well, no. Armageddon kicks in, and then Evo scales.
Right.
So, because Mafia has a slight advantage, then that means Baguette will hit 100% slightly beforehand. And I don't know, maybe FireRaze is in chat. Maybe he can answer this.
No.
As far as I understand, whoever's in the lead, as in the highest Evo, they get more evolution added faster. So it's more detrimental to them. But we're only talking like 2%.
Scout Geek,
Mafia has less walls.
my friend
They
Rain,
have more fire.
loves the recommendation to build a car.
Yeah, that was a couple of versions ago. So, yeah, Clown's right. Rain used to play a lot of biter battles. and he really, really pushed the outposting,
Yep.
going far and wide. But this version has sort of superseded that, and it doesn't really work as much anymore.
800
because
green.
of the way the biters now path.
About 900 green just thrown. It didn't really do much.
Didn't do the squat diddly.
Didn't do much. So,
1.1 and 0.1.
well, right before that, 62. Yeah, 1.1. There it is. Yep.
Yeah, so 1.3 all up for that throw. What's it like pushing Baguette further? Oh, hang on, was that? No, that was Baguette.
So, so Armageddon passive evolution scales up very
it was
quickly.
Mafia.
Is what happens. So these two will it pushes pretty quickly to 90% where you start getting behemoths.
100%, and above.
Yep, it'll go above 100%. But 90 is a point of demarcation where you'll get behemoth biters, and
The big bad becomes big worse.
and then it's just a matter of
look.
attrition.
We put the little island to work, carrying the oil pipe,
Oh, there we go. Good.
threading the needle. So that's hooked up an oil. I don't know how well it's working. I think it's working.
Embattled corner. We're gonna hang right here.
Oh, it's partially working.
They're going. So this is the big. This is not the behemoths, and that's how long they lasted.
Oh, Zim is also out grabbing more oil.
What was? Did he die? He's back in
No,
base.
he's still out there. He's well out there.
Not Zim. Oh, Ximoltus. Yeah, not Zim.
Yeah.
ZM. Oh wow,
Oh, no,
he's
ZM.
way the hell out there.
Way out there. Bottom right, bottom left oil rig.
That's
correct.
probably pretty safe. They're not. I don't think they're going to come down that direction. So I would say that's pretty safe.
Considering that the nest is just above that, like, you can see what I can see.
Yeah.
The nests are just above there. They're definitely pathing through that area. And don't forget, you only need them to take out one pipe or one power pole and you're screwed.
Yeah.
The whole
You're
build's done.
And you're done. Right.
So, it's very risky.
Yep. And there's the risk of putting a radar out there or not. Because if you put a radar,
If you
radar's
put
a
radar
military
out there,
target.
it's toast.
And they're anywhere near it. Oh, look. No. Look what just happened. They bypassed the one that Ximoltus was there, and they went through the one that he just put down. Oh, and blew something up. We just saw a power pole blow up. Look at that. See, look, they're more likely to pass through that one.
Got in the way. And
Yeah.
they took it at power pole.
But look, the one above that, to my point, looks safe. They're going underneath that one. So that might be a good one. But then pipes
One
and
pipe
power
and you're
pole
screwed.
is done, and you're done. You're right.
Yeah.
So maybe Ximoltus puts a radar, but he puts one way out here on the east-west side.
Pipe is empty, and the oil build that just lost power has one oil in the pipe. That means the pipe's broken.
Yeah, that pump.
Otherwise, it would have been
This
dry.
this pump will indicate and will give you indicators behind it whether or not oil is on or off. Right. That's another reason why that pump is smart. Because if there's fluid in these pipes, that means your oil build is still on. If it's completely empty, it's completely off. Because you'll see it flash as it pumps in. Smart pump.
I don't know if that's true.
It is true. I've been watching it for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, but they're sucking it dry so quickly that
no,
maybe...
watch. See, look, now it's on. He's connected it
I'm
up.
I'm watching.
The pump is running, and you can see fluid in there. It's bobbing up and down, right? So as soon as you lose power or a pipe to either of these or to one of these builds, that pump immediately goes dry and there's nothing in there, and you're done. That's your indicator.
True. Okay, so
And that way you don't have to put a radar
Ximoltus
out there.
Connected everything. Second run is running. He's taking a redundant power line with him because why the hell not? Just cost converted wood. And North is preset. South has put a radar out in no man's land. That's risky.
You remember the cookie that I ate yesterday?
Oh yeah, peanut butter one.
Yeah, came and banana came right back out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it was. Turns out it was Ash was cooking them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Look at what's going on to Ximoltus's power line here.
Look what's going on with Nero on the bottom right. He's out building in the middle of no man's land.
Thread the needle.
Dragging some belts back with stone.
Stone, look at that. Stone's pulling back some stone.
I guess they're really, really glad that they built on top of the mix patch. Really glad. Okay, Mega is left in charge. He's watching the fire.
Yep.
Baking some marshmallows. It's fine.
9 minutes till Armageddon.
Playing redundant power poles, yeah. Maybe they're getting oil to store it. Yeah, they are. They are. Because shit hit fan.
Yeah, they're going to be hurting on stone. They didn't. So here's the difference: is they built South built over their mix patch. North built a wall maker from their mix patch.
Wall and flamethrowers and the engine build.
Yep.
And they're short on power again. Yeah, somebody didn't finish hooking up the extra power.
And Ximoltus has figured out what's going on with his build again. Empty. It's empty again.
It's dead. And he put in redundant pipe. So
the 2 pipes get blown up? Yeah.
It has to be a power pole.
Evolution's essentially tied. 65-1 to 65-2.
Dragged a redundant power pole as well, so it has to be a pipe.
Yep.
Evo equal, yeah. 65.1 versus 65.2. That's about as close as you can get it. Although North does have
All right, Nero's making the cross.
2,000 green packs.
He's crossed. He's crossed the Manson-Nixon line and trying to get the stone back in. And look, he's going to get some undergrounds and do the same thing he did with pipe, but now he's got some stones to...
There's no stone on the stone belt, but okay.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming, okay.
Unless
the spider gets to it first.
There you go.
Mega is building himself... He's building himself a fort.
Yeah, let's look
Mega's building himself a fort.
So, South is still trying to get the stuff done for purple.
I think that's a lost cause.
I got some blue to make, and North has stopped at blue. I think they're done.
Yeah, they made, what's that, 22 products, 21 products. They made a touch of blue. Not even enough to finish.
Not sure what they're going to do with their science.
Yeah, they haven't even started the science. Where are their labs?
We've got two. Yeah,
they have blue science in them.
They've got 2 blue science ready to go. Look at 345 engines and 50 sulfur in there. No reds to speak of. There you go.
Yeah, 345 engines. That's ridiculous. Do you know how many flamethrowers that could have been?
That's a lot of them. Ximoltus is over there checking it out. There you go. Let me take out.
Not hurting for flamethrowers at all.
Let me take out no engines and put in some reds. Yep. Who's got military 3? Which teams?
North was researching.
North does not have military 3.
Maybe it was
Not
south.
green. It was south. Yeah.
And they didn't complete it, right?
There it is. South is making some progress.
Oh, they just completed it.
There it is. Yep, South has poison capsules.
Okay.
There you go.
So now we can have poisonous fire.
It might give them
Poisonous fire to solve all the problems.
It might give them 20, 30 seconds of life once those Behemoth biters start coming.
Ximoltus through more packs. So we're at 65.1 versus 67.8.
Is anyone making poison capsules? We got rail going on for purples.
Why not? Yeah, that stone belt actually has stone on it. And it fishtails its way into wall. It's all for wall.
All the flame turrets are all pink because Nero put them all down.
Is Armageddon the team that dies last wins? Armageddon just cranks up the evolution. Evolution starts going up very, very, very fast. No matter what, it's always last team. Last team standing wins. But yeah, evolution cranks up high. And threat. And Nero is off. Off for explore again. Oh, some pipes are dead. He's gonna go fix the 2 pump jacks that could. No, he's dead. Nero is dead.
No, he'd be fine. No,
he's dead.
He's dead. He left 200 grenades out there. Look at all that stuff.
Yeah, he found big biters. Just a swarm of them.
1,000 iron, 100 wall.
Take that on. Armageddon in 2 minutes. Now the question is, can he respawn, go to his body within 2 minutes, and get his ass back to base?
Yeah, he's gonna need to get out there quick.
PP,
no, sorry.
PP, sorry. Nero's coming up with a battle plan. How quickly can I run?
Poison capsules stack too. They're pretty great. They're cheap. They're pretty great.
Okay. EverLord is gonna go for your Nero corpse. It's way out there.
Nero is still in. He's in the
He's
middle.
on the island.
Yep.
He's not physically on the island, but that's besides the point. EverLord is not going for... Or is he? He's going for the corpse. That's a run.
Hustle.
Armageddon, 1, 2, 3 seconds.
Heavy armor.
Shenanigans.
Pump jacks.
Oh, it's the grenades. It's the grenades.
200 grenades. Got a worm there. It's gonna threaten.
Yeah, it's fine. Just pick up everything. Is he going to do the pipes? It's not worth it. It's such a risk to get you caught out here with your pants down like Nero was. I know it's like 3 pipes.
Speaking of pants, here you go. Here comes some pants.
So what little was there and running is not dead yet.
No fish.
55
fish.
200 grenades.
All right, look, they're
The
swarming.
biters are dancing in celebration.
Yep, and yep, yeah, there you go.
And
Now
all
they're
the
gonna.
pipes dead.
Yeah, it's all gone.
It was not worth it. No way to get down there. He can do a second run. He can definitely do a second run.
Armageddon, 1 minute. BBR, on the other hand, is going for some more oil way out there. He's dancing.
That's a safe bet, that one. And the worm's not worth fighting with. Just run past them. Yeah, throw the pipes down any which way, it doesn't matter. You're far enough out, nothing should hit it. Yeah, add some redundant pipes. Redundant pipes, Hook up
right.
your power. Has he got them all powered? They look to all be powered.
Armageddon. Players do see the game timer.
Yes. Armageddon, 3 seconds. Hurry up, Bumblebee! Run, boy!
Where is it? Oh, I'm on the wrong pack.
You're on the wrong pack?
There it is.
Armageddon!
Armageddon.
Reach 9% Evo in 40 minutes. And Bumblebee is about to have the same result as Nero and EverLord before him. Oh, this pipe's
Zarek.
missing. This pipe's missing.
All right, watch the Evo
This pipe's missing.
and the threat.
EverLord has collected EverLord Mark III.
He's out there again.
He's hooked up the pipes.
He's going
He's
for
going
it.
for more oil.
Not enough. It's like that James Bond movie and song. The world is not enough. It's like the worst rated one, right?
Oh, is that the last one?
No. That was.
I recently rewatched like last 5 James Bond movies because I hadn't seen anything since something Royale, Port Royale or something. I don't know. And I decided that James Bond hasn't been good for over a decade.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
It's true. It's just gone way downhill. Player's name should increase in mark per depth. Death? Yeah, that'd be nice. Hang on, no. We had what was the player the other day?
In
Friendly Fire. Friendly Fire Mark 53.
MK per death.
Yeah,
Player
I think he
names.
died like 17 times.
And then you just tack on a Mark 4, Mark 5 at the. At the
yeah,
end.
Mark 4, Mark 4, 5, yeah. I think Friendly Fire died 17 times.
Well, Tater Shovel, they have that, Bond and Q do have that discussion about modern espionage and whether it's better to be in the field or online. When they're making contact with the museum.
2006.
By the way,
Casino Royale's 1967.
Mega is dead, and so
He's having a
are
break.
all the biters that came in. There were 50 biters that came in, maybe not 50, maybe like 12, and he poison clouded them all. And Zim is going to go cough.
Oh, he can't go anywhere.
He can't go in there. Yeah, he's away for a second.
That's stacked.
Yep, there he goes. Okay, now it's dispersed. You got to put some wall
EverLord,
in.
what are you doing?
He's hanging out. He's going for the long haul, man.
More oil.
What he really wants to do is ramp up that sulfuric acid production.
Well, they've got 1K in the tank.
No, not slow down.
1K in the other tank.
Poison capsules. Darth Vader was not in Casino Royale.
Oh, maybe he was. So, I've been told Casino Royale is 1967.
Yes, both. No, both. I didn't see the slow capsule. I saw the poison capsule. I didn't see the
Low is very effective. Very effective.
That's something I never use. Yes, both. No, both.
Super effective.
Oh, and
that was
EverLord.
gone.
It's all gone. Poor EverLord. Switch me with Muppet so I can run in a circle and not help the two in the base. While Neuro sits and goes nuts on the island.
Muppet, yes, this is the first game still.
First game.
We just went into Armageddon mode.
4 minutes ago.
It's only half hour behind time, so we've had probably about 20 minutes worth of pausing in this match. It's a clean match.
Well, what's up, Wes?
EverLord, he's out there handcrafting slowly. He doesn't have the pipes. He doesn't have the prep. He's got to redo the pipes, rehook up power.
Are there any radars?
All my honey is hard. Microwave it. Oh, EverLord! It's a pipe to ground to a pipe to ground to pipe to ground. Is he going to notice? No. No. That would be a hard no.
It's Neuro. It's now Neuro's job to notice, not EverLord's job to notice. And
it's a hard no.
And he's harvesting straight pipe.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, so that the biters flow. They don't get caught up on anything.
It doesn't matter. He's short on pipe.
See, look, he's pulling those up.
Is he gonna? Oh, he noticed.
He's found it. All right, I'm watching for the slowdown capsule. No one's there. Where's their third player? Oh, no!
Mega is out. Zem is out. Opposite sides of the base.
All right, they're going to live. It's fine. The corner is at risk.
It's got 3 walls.
3 walls. Think they're good. All right, Mega's going to come over there and do the thing. 75% evolution. 15 to Behemoths.
Nope. One's an excuse, isn't it? Of course it is. Nope.
All right, more wall. I like the north now has a super thick wall.
North is using a rock. A rock is defense.
A rock has a wall. That rock has 1,900 hit points.
It has 2,000 hit points. Technically, it's probably stronger.
I'm good with it. I'm good with the rock wall. Did BBR just click on the rock wall too?
He's called out MVP, the rock. Top left-hand corner, the rock. So glad I have a studio now. Otherwise, Sassy would have come out here and screamed at me by now. Oh. Back in the south.
Wargerr.
Mega is standing there, waiting for it.
Wargerr says...
slow down capsule. Slow down capsule in the south. Poison capsule in the south.
Oh, yeah, there is slow down. I see it. Okay. It's the yellow, orangish stuff, right?
Yeah, it's the spitter that's orange rather than purple. It's the spit that's orange rather than purple. Oh, I guess the spit's yellow. Whatever. The ones that are rock foul, you have a gaping hole instead of a funnel. Considering how quickly they chew, it's a gaping hole no matter what.
Yeah.
EverLord is being pushed out of the base.
Yeah, he's out of position.
Oh, no, the pipes are going again.
And they're hitting it again. BBR's down, but he's fine. I think he stepped in doo-doo.
He's having a nap.
He fainted, stepped in doo-doo.
So, if they had a pump, it means every single time EverLord gets those pipes hooked up, they would flush the pipes and empty them. Okay, so Mega threw a lot of packs.
EverLord's gonna get an award for persistence out here.
And 0.5.
It might be that he needs to take a page out of Pete Mitchell's book. His lessons learned. He's not leaving his wingman. Well, he's left his wingman for about 21 minutes now.
He's only been in the match for like 9, hasn't he?
Yeah. What does it feel like? Does it feel like 21? Scale the summit. Thanks for following.
I don't know.
All right, look out here. Here we go.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
All right.
If one gets stuck, it just needs one to get stuck.
If one gets sideways on them, it's over. Maybe. Oh, they're getting faster. The tension's rising. The tension's rising. Oh.
One went down. One went down.
Yep, they munched one of them. See, look at the tension. Oh.
But if a pipe goes down, or a power pole.
Ah, God.
Is EverLord circling back? No, he's made it back to base.
He's made it
given
back
up.
to base.
Although he did put
Is there a
radar
radar?
right out in the middle of no man's
Okay,
land.
that's
Yep.
good. That's good. It's out of position. That's good. Good placement.
Yeah, it's about to get munched.
No, it's fine. The radar's
You
fine.
reckon?
No, radar's fine. Oh, look!
It's gone.
Now it's all gone again. Why did they trigger? Why did...
Because that's when they got signaled. They're moving to there, so that's their move waypoint, and then they get signaled to go for the silo.
And then they froze? Oh, wait, are we paused?
Nope.
The biters are just... They just vogue? They
Yep.
just froze and vogue for a minute?
So they get the way biter battles work is biters get sent to a waypoint rather than directly to the silo.
Strike a pose
This is-
and vogue. Right, they got sent to the waypoint, but then nothing triggered.
And
There's no military target.
But when they get moved on for the silo, that's the point where they go into normal biter mode and they'll hit anything. So it's just bad luck placement. So it was having those pipes. Those pipes just there were screwed no matter what. If they move the pipes to the right towards the base, they'd probably survive.
See it,
Because it'd be further from that waypoint.
Hope you feel better. 81%.
How's the North oil doing? There's plenty in the pipe and nothing in the tank. Nada in the tank. Plenty in the pipe. And they did have... Oh, they have a refinery running.
These are much smaller attacks.
Where the hell are you getting oil from? Oh, have they sectioned...
Hand-fed plastic to these reds, to the blues.
So, North has split their oil. 50% of it goes into the flamers, into a dedicated pipe, and the other 50% goes into their refineries to make plastic and sulfur.
How do they divide it?
2 pumps. 2 pumps!
I'm tracing the line. I don't see where it goes back.
Down here,
in the
bottom
front.
right hand corner.
Oh, this oil. Okay.
Yep. So it's the right hand oil. 50% of it goes to the wall, and 50% into the flamethrower. Into the 50% of the flamethrowers and 50% into the refineries.
I don't think it splits that.
It probably doesn't because it's going in and through a tank. So it might not be exactly 50%, but it's close enough, Clown. $28 flasks of chemical science.
There you go, Wargerr.
Oh, which was 0.1.
Fire it
For
up.
clarification, that was 0.1.
Point one. Look at all those smalls. That's weird. 82% evolution.
They're
That
very
means-
pissed off smalls.
Yep. Must be old. Oh, they're dying so quick to that fire.
Greens are 90%. Yeah, 90, 95, somewhere there.
Yeah, it's 90. Yeah, so the Behemoth biters will be along
0.1 is better than 0.0.
in
Yeah.
5%.
Yeah, 21. Oh no, hang on. They're silent throws. 100 threat, 100 threat. The problem is their passive threat is 20 per second and 21 per second. So you're talking 5 seconds worth of threat for those blue packs.
May as well be spent on defense or something.
Flamethrowers. More flamethrowers.
More flamethrowers. Poison capsules.
If you've got the oil to support it,
Did they
more
flamethrowers. They should. No, that's the mistake. They should have unlocked Military 3. They don't have that yet. They would need poison capsules. That would be better for those blues. Right?
Yes.
Yes. They should have instead of throwing those blues, you should throw it into Military 3.
Or
I agree.
what's the next
I agree
flamethrower
with
cost?
I agree with me.
Oh, you agree with you. Excellent.
Yep. I agree with me.
Yeah, the next flamethrower is 300 packs. Although, no, we bother with stronger explosives too. Like, you're not going to force a kill in less less guaranteed grenades, but considering now we're on big biters, it's all about that splash damage. EverLord's out there again.
EverLord's out there again.
There's 6 oil in the pipe. That means
determined.
the pipes they're broken further down as well.
He's determined. You know what would probably serve him very well is just to go find oil way the hell out here and just do it along the coast. That would be better. Yeah.
You mean like where Mega is on the right-hand side?
That's right. Yeah. Just do what Mega's doing. But except not Stone. I mean, Stone's good, but... Splitter. Right here. Splitter. Boom. Yep. So,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, pollution. This is a scenario.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Pollution's not a factor in this scenario. 1, 2, in everything else in Factorio, it is. This one just happens to be they go for the silo
4,
scenario.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Look
10,
at this.
11.
Keep your. Look how far they got in on that one, JD. Follow my
13.
ping.
Yeah, I will. 14.
This is not an average game. Average game is like
15.
50 minutes. So if
16, 17, 18, 19.
If you're counting up this one outlier of a game and the number of splitters, you're wrong. This is not
20, 21.
Look at next match.
I said a 2-hour match.
This is outlier. Look at how deep. Look at my ping real quick before they fill it in. Look how deep that attack got.
The wall disappeared.
Yep. Look how deep they got.
Dead blue corpses.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 deep. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nah, they got way more than 9 splitters.
13 wall deep. And those were just mediums. There's no behemoths in that. So Mega's going to come pick up the pieces of his shattered wall.
So North has 4 splitters.
Okay. See, now
Five.
we can count this game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good job, North.
And in those green science builds, like I said, splitter in the middle.
I'm going to tell... Where's the splitter in the middle?
Yeah.
You're
gonna move it sideways one tile.
Okay, yep, I got you. I'm with you.
Duelist wall, because Clowntown said that an average game you're gonna get no more than 5 splitters.
About five splitters. Yep.
And I'm like, nah, look, like at least 8, 10, probably 20 in a full match.
Yeah, I think your claim was somewhere around 20, and I said, 5. So I put out there 5. He took the over, and
I took the over, way over 5, way over.
Yep, 89%. Here come Behemoths. Oh, Neuro had to go. Like he had to leave. Apparently, 'cause he's now just back.
Okay.
Back. 89.8%. Look, we're about to have Behemoths.
In their defense, the match was meant to end 45 minutes ago.
It was supposed to end about 45 minutes ago. So
EverLord is rebuilding the oil again.
Go EverLord. Now I'm starting to root for him. Now I've turned the corner. Go EverLord.
You're just so stubborn. You're just going to stick your head in the sand and go EverLord.
Let's go. There's no mediums. Oh, there's a few mediums. That one had no mediums, and this one has a sprinkling, just a dusting, like a Salt Bay of mediums. Not very much at all. It's all larges. Salt Bay. I think I went to bed thinking about Salt Bay last night.
Obviously. Okay, Mega's just making the wall thicker. If I've got wall, I'll put it down. It'll do something.
All right, 90%. Here we go. Behemoths. South is
Hooks
first.
beer in the timeout box? Unfortunately, no. No, all out.
I can verify I never go to bed thinking about Salt Bay.
No, I'm not here. To be honest, just got a timeout because it's worth it. It's worth it to have that redemption under your belt. I redeemed the special devil special reward. I know what it does now. 91%. Behemoth.
Behemoths, there it goes.
South. Okay. EverLord. Is EverLord going to be the first one to fight a Behemoth?
Yeah, that would be amazing if he gets caught in midfield with Behemoth, and then the Behemoth
midfield, pants down, Behemoth buff.
Yep. 974 flasks of nothing goes evaporating out of inventory for no reason.
Hang on.
Does nothing. Does nothing to...
It's .03.
Point 3. There you go. .03.
They're pushing it up. Oh, that's Baguettes. Another 44 flask. Which was worth .1.
There's north.
And there we go.
All right, here we go.
Behemoth to the north.
So these attack batches are small. These.
Oh, there's the Behemoth on the south, on the right-hand corner.
Okay, let's watch. This is the first one.
It's thoroughly under fire.
He's still there.
There was only a little attack. Oh no, it's still it's
2,000 hit points out of the 3. Chilling. Look at the fire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fire.
Look,
it's cool. We're good. We're
good. This is
one.
This is one. This is one Behemoth here.
That guy went through 5 or 6 wall by himself.
You need to slow him. Wargerr, Mega, you need
50 hit points. He's fine.
That was
one guy, 5 flamethrowers.
Now watch them
by himself.
Watch them put one toe into this acid and just immediately fall over with these Behemoth meat spitters coming in.
Well, they have a slowdown of 30%. So you get slowed to... oh my god!
Splash damage.
The wall
all the
is
pipes.
Not thick enough.
Look, splash damage. The pipes around those around these were instantly dead. Instant dead.
With bigs.
Yep.
But more importantly, both flamers are dead.
Boom, down. Line cut. Okay? And look how much fuel we're using for every single big Behemoth spitter now. Wow. Line cut.
4.5k.
First.
Oh, they've still got the refineries running. No!
There was that first hit. Both underground pipes on either side done. Line is broken, and I don't think Mega noticed.
No.
Line broken.
Where is... oh, there he is. EverLord's finally made it back.
BBR. Quit throwing that blue. Use that blue and get you some poison packs.
Behemoth's in the north, top right-hand corner.
All right, watch.
With the flamethrowers on the flamethrowers with some flamethrowers.
Look at all that. Look at all that. Ximoltus is taking some fire. He's going to die in that wall if he steps in it. You can't see it. Ximoltus is down. He stepped in it.
He stepped in it. It was killed at... that probably means a flamethrower.
Yep. Boom.
So North is going to have a lot less hassle because they have covered the wall in fire.
They have.
That's how you deal with Behemoths.
That's how you deal with Behemoths. The only thing I would add to that is they should go for that military 3. They should quit throwing blue, go for military 3, and get poison capsules to freeze them. And just another damage stack. That's what I would. That's how I would correct it.
Not so much poison. Slow down.
Slow down.
Slow down. Definitely slow down.
And here we go. Strike a pose. Nothing to it. Destroy everything and then motor in.
Is there a launch a rocket winch condition eventually? If you launch a rocket, you get a pat on the back.
Yep, that's it.
You also get 1,000 science, and they're worth 5,000 points each. So if you launch a rocket, you're doing well.
With a satellite.
With a satellite, you're doing well.
Yep.
A weak spot. Oh my god. On the left, on the north. Nah, that's all bigs. That's fine.
All right, you're good. Whoa. All right, Behemoths.
Oh, spitters. Top right-hand corner, north side.
Yep. And
can they... oh, no. Wayner's out there. So his job is just to make sure the spit does not hit anything that shoots fire. Because the spitters do not last long. As we watch one just wander through the fire. Without much care in the world.
Don't touch it. Look at that. That right there. Don't touch it. Oh, Wargerr touched it.
Yeah, it's the 30% movement speed. It's so harsh that you're going to take 2 or 3 ticks worth of damage just turning around and walking the opposite direction.
Look, they're getting attacked with behemoths on both sides.
Yeah, Bumblebee said, I do not want to deal with behemoths coming in the flank. At all. And Wagner is at the fallback and add walls position.
Yep.
Because there's about 3 of them in there. 4 of them in there. Oh, he's now lobbing grenades as well. Oh, there's 2 big holes. There's a giant hole in South's wall.
South wall. Let's go back down.
They're on the wrong side of the wall.
Wrong side of the wall. They're in. They're all covered in poison.
Everyone is running.
They're covered in poison. Mega is going to poison them.
It's not helping. It's not helping.
Slow down and poison.
Oh, EverLord walked into it.
EverLord was in the...
EverLord, you cannot walk through that, dude.
EverLord was in the base? He was in the base?
Yeah, he was in the wall.
He's in the base. How about that?
In the wall, covered in green gas.
All right. Their
corner north.
Oil has been...
Oh, the Rock is going to defend.
Is Rock defending? Good job, Rock. What will we do without you, Rock? Rock taking damage. Rock down to 1,000 hit points. Repair pack, Rock. 713.
Actually, couldn't you repair pack rocks at one stage?
I don't know. I don't think you did either. Look, Bumblebee is loving his rock. It's like, look, rock wall. Thank you, Rock. You saved our lives. It's like on The Simpsons where you get the inanimate carbon rod, you give a Rock a parade.
The wall all over the water so the players could go around the water, correct, because they would landfill around that corner so quick.
Slow down capsules are deployed. EverLord is dancing in the slime.
One thing about the behemoths, they landfill a lot faster than what the bigs do.
Yep. I think they carry like 3 landfill apiece and drop it as soon as they die.
I don't know. EverLord stood in the spit again.
Yep, this is dead. Oh, they're 2 down. There's 2 down. This is it. This might be GG right here. Break through the wall.
There's a hole.
Oh, no.
There's a hole. There's a lot of healthy biters through the wall.
Through the wall. You can't gather them up now. Now they're scattered. And they have fire and poison and slowdown on them, and they don't care. They're hitting every turret. God, that's so much. That's just so much.
Somebody made a mistake of running straight built through the wall. Should have used some undergrounds.
There he goes. Straight through. Down.
That flamethrower's gone. That one's gone.
Zim throwing...
Oh, we're at 109% Evo.
100.9. Yep.
Oh, yes. Eventually they get high enough they biters have a chance of reviving. That's always scary. You take out a behemoth and it comes back to life. Real handy.
That's Oh, Bumblebee's down. All right, that's probably going to win. They're probably going to be victorious right there.
North's fine.
North's going to be fine.
South is
South is going to lose. Just going to.
They're on the outside. Mega's gone to the outside of the walls. It's safer.
It's safer. Look, they're going to concede just sections of their base to victory or to death. Just concede it. It's like a shipwreck where you seal off parts of the submarine. Just I don't know what you're going to do. Just.
North has decided to cover the silo in war. This shall be our last stand at the silo.
I kind of agree with that. It's not a
8 wall thick.
Uh-oh. Near the silo, there's another break. I don't know where they came from. Right side, probably.
Right-hand side, the big gap. There and there.
They ate all of the turrets.
Fighter Necros? Yeah. ZM's laying down. Mega is is
It's now how long
throwing
can
down slowdowns.
how long can you throw? How long can you last before they find the silo and they're going to find it? They're going to find it any second now.
Delay the biters long enough.
Yep, that's
That
it.
North
They found
has
it.
something go terribly wrong.
They didn't find it. Look at that. They got triggered and then went away from the silo. Look at that. There was 40 of them right there, and not one of them touched the silo. It's 5,000 out of 5,000.
It's the belts. The belts will save you every time.
Oh,
no,
it's
belts
gone.
won't save you.
That's it. That's it.
1,000 done.
That was so quick. Look at that. Woo. Wow. Yep. Wow. Where's my mouse? Wow. Rockwall for MVP. Let me see. Is Rockwall lives? Great job, South. Great match. So, Mafia wins. Mafia.
Rockwall lived.
Rockwall lived.
Yeah.
Good game.
I think we have the new winner with Megafrot doing 273,000 damage to his own walls.
Where's the scores again? Stats. There it
top
is.
left.
There it is. Stats. Okay. Where is it? 273,000 damage to walls.
That's impressive.
That's very good.
So yeah, 2.5 hours into the match with 20 minutes paused.
Yep.
So we restarted in 5 minutes.
All right, there you have it. Steelaxe Mafia putting the Baguettes away again. But this time it took 2.5 hours, 30 minutes past Armageddon time. We saw some Behemoths. We saw also us go across 100% evolution. The Baguettes hung on for a lot longer than we thought. Mafia jumped on them really, really early and got out ahead. But the Baguettes are a really, really good team. They know exactly what they're doing. I think we also set a record for the most pauses in a match. Goodness gracious. And well done to all the players. All the information that you need for all the matches and my partner JD, it's all in the description below. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.